Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna go over the patch notes, or I guess the update that we got for season one, which is a season of the Malignant. I'm gonna link this trailer down below for you guys to watch because I can't actually put it in the video because I do not own the rights to it. So I will put that down below in the description for you guys to take a look at. We're going to dive right into this. For those that don't know, this is the theme and the going to be the whole new mechanic that they're implementing into the game for players to farm. Um, Basically, it's like I don't know if you ever played Diablo 3. It's like adding gems. They all have different powers. You farm them from finding malignant enemies. As saying here, slaying partly corrupted enemies, a type of malignant monster will drop a malignant heart. These can be captured by performing a ritual with the Cage of Binding, an item acquired during the season's quest line. Partly corrupted enemies are an unruly sort and won't go down easily. Trying to capture the heart will cause the party corrupted enemy or partly corrupted enemy to be reborn as a fully corrupted enemy. If defeated, these amalgamations of rot will drop a version of the malignant heart that can be placed into a special infested socket in your jewelry in place of a normal gem. So this season theme is season of the malignant, and the mechanic is basically enemies are now going to be corrupt and they're going to be dropping gems for us, or hearts as they like to call them, that we have to socket into specific pieces of gear with infested sockets. It's only jewelry from my understanding, it says here. And each of these sockets are colored. I know one's blue, one's red. If I had to guess, the other one's going to be either green or yellow. um, and there is a fourth one that can go into any socket. And these hearts, they all have special aspects on them. So they're essentially like another legendary aspect, except they're meant to give your build a new power. Essentially, it's supposed to make new builds. It's supposed to affect abilities differently than what we already have. As you see here, we have 32 malignant hearts across our four categories that provide new, unique bonuses. As you encounter more menacing malignant creatures, so too will the strength of their malignant hearts grow. Yeah, so essentially, these gems, quote unquote, the hearts that you're going to be socketing, are just super powerful aspects that you farm from these enemies specifically. One of the best places to acquire malignant hearts are in the new malignant tunnels, highly replayable dungeons teeming with fearsome foes to eradicate. Scour this dank system of tunnels for the catalyst and malignant monsters and go toe to toe against Varshan the Consumed, the new boss battle if you dare. Now, I'm pretty sure this is only in dungeons. This is just another dungeon boss. It's not another world boss. I think they actually missed a huge opportunity here. Uh, Maybe, hopefully they will, but I don't think they will. They might make it a world boss. I would hope they would, because right now we only have the three, and after you kill each of them one time, it gets pretty stale. So if they were to make this another world boss at some point, that'd be fantastic. Um, I think they kind of missed the mark on that one, but it sounds interesting. It sounds like we're gonna be having a lot of new builds coming out. Or like people are gonna be theory crafting a bunch of new ones, so that's gonna be cool. I definitely think that's gonna add some flair to the actual game. It doesn't really fix the issues that we have currently with the end game. It doesn't necessarily add anything else to it that we've been asking for. Um, it's kind of a shame, to be honest. I mean, all this really does is just add another set of dungeons for us to farm out. It's just another nightmare dungeon essentially with a different reward than what you would normally get. Um, they're not That doesn't necessarily fix the issues people have with the game, and the fact that after level 75 to 80 there's nothing to do anyway. So I mean, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, we're wrong about this. Hopefully, it does actually add more to it for us to like look at. But as of right now, this doesn't necessarily look like it's going to be great for the end game. It looks like it's just going to be something else for people to do instead of do Nightmare Dungeons, and then they're all going to stop playing again at level 70 to 80. All right, how seasonal characters work. Okay, well, I've seen this be an issue for a lot of new people that haven't played ARPGs or a Diablo game or anything like that. A lot of people had a misunderstanding of how seasons work and didn't know that when a season starts, um, you're gonna have to create a new character completely. This is just how these games have always worked. It's just how it's always been, and it's what makes the game fresh and new every couple months. If they didn't do this, you would have nothing to do. There'd be no reason to come back and play this game ever. So this is what's always been part of it. This is how they implement new mechanics, new systems, new items to the game, and it kind of forces people to play new characters. So if you've played Barb in the preseason, now is your opportunity to be on the even playing field with everybody else in the game, and let's say pick up a rogue. If that's what you're looking to do, that's what you can do. That's the whole point of these. The option to skip the campaign. From my understanding, once you've completed the campaign, any seasonal character will start the game with the option to skip the campaign, your mount available immediately, all previously discovered altars of Lilith unlocked and the corresponding renown for them, all the previous discovered areas of the map revealed, and the corresponding renown for them. So on the stream, they were saying that they will, obviously they're giving us the renown for clearing whatever we've cleared. Any of the fog of war that we've cleared is going to transfer over, as well as all the altars of Lilith, and that pretty much translates into what, 5 skill points? Yeah, 5 skill points from all regions, and then 5 potions. So we start off with an extra 5 skill points and 5 potions to start the game, so we have 9 total potions when we start out. And the only way to actually get this to go through, though, is on the 18th when the patch goes live. Season doesn't start till July 20th, but the patch goes out on the 18th. What you have to do is you have to start up your most progressed character. So whatever character you have the highest level and have the most completed on, you have to start that character up, and that will sync that character to your account. And now all that information will be account-wide, not just character-wide or realm-based, right? Granted, you still have to do this on hardcore realm. So if you're planning to play seasonal hardcore or hardcore season, whatever you want to say, you have to do the same. And it was unclear with the syncing with how it would transfer if your character had died. It will not sync. If your character is dead and you had all the altars of Lilith done and you had all the regions cleared, but they're dead, it won't sync. You will have to do it all over again. So it is in your best interest now to just start up a hardcore character and get as much of that done now as possible before the season starts, so you don't have to think about it when season starts. You can just focus on farming. The season journey, all right, earn rewards with season journey and battle pass. So this is pretty cool. I mean, this is a pretty regular thing in Diablo 3. As you hunt down malignant monsters for the build enhancing hearts and partner with Corman to discover the source of the corruption, you'll earn rewards from the season journey and battle pass. The season journey is broken into chapters with tasks to complete. As you progress through the journey, you'll earn rewards befitting Sanctuary's defenders, such as new legendary aspects, a mastery title, and a scroll of amnesia, which provides a free skill tree and Paragon board reset. The journey also provides favor, the resource used to climb through the battle pass tiers, which is also earned naturally by playing the game, whether it be killing demons, completing quests, and more. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so we got this. So this is just chapter 1. This seems pretty relatively simple. It just collect Gallow Iron, for example, collect a Malignant Heart, complete any dungeon, complete a world event. So this is just pretty basic stuff for season 1, or chapter 1, I mean. So these challenges seem pretty simple. It is only just the chapter 1. As you progress through the chapters, they do get increasingly more and more difficult, and the rewards get increasingly better. Usually by the end, it's just cosmetics, but those cosmetics are usually pretty cool from comparing it to Diablo 3. I think there's a total... I think they might say it somewhere down here. I don't want to get this wrong. I think there's 6 new aspects that they're adding total. So from what I was reading earlier before, they are adding some new uniques and some new legendary aspects to the game as well, some of which can be earned through the actual season journey. I'm pretty sure all of them can actually be earned through the season journey, except for the uniques. The uniques have to actually be farmed. I guess that's kind of interesting. It's a little, I don't know. I'm pretty happy about it, because even though it's only 5 legendary aspects, or 6, and then 7 whatever, it seems like a small number. There is 32 aspects technically being added through the season mechanic, which is definitely exciting to me. It's not like see right here, 32 million hearts across our categories. So these are basically 32 new aspects for us to play with in our builds. So even though it's only like 5 and 6 that are being added to the game. There's another 32, and even though they aren't permanent, it's still 32 new aspects to play around with for the next 3 months. I see a lot of people having issues with that. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's pretty cool. I think they did a good job there. And then this is just stuff about the battle pass. I guess I'll just kind of graze over this quickly. There's free, obviously, if you don't know what a battle pass is, it's just basically cosmetics that you earn through the game as you're just killing monsters or doing side quests, that kind of thing. There is free portions of it. There is no pay to like win, I guess. There is something called Smoldering Ashes in it that allows you to, once you earn that Smoldering Ash, you can then go to a vendor and it'll allow you to spend that there for a small buff. And I believe you can purchase each buff 4 times to stack that up 4 times. From my understanding. Besides that, it's all pretty much just cosmetic stuff, emotes, armor, that kind of stuff, so on. So if you didn't know what that was, that's pretty much all it is. It's not necessary for you to buy. They just, if you wanted to buy it for the extra cosmetics, you can. Acquire new hellish looks from the shop. We're dialing into the heathen. You can, okay, no, this is not really relevant. I don't know. In my opinion, the shop is kind of ass, to be honest. It's not worth it. It's $30 for like 1 premium skin, which is a third of the base game. So that's pointless. All right. Well, that seems all pretty cool. I mean, it all seems like it's going to be something new to do. Do I think it's going to add a ton to the end game and actually fix some of the issues that people have? Not really. It's just going to give you more ways to get to the same point. You can experiment a little bit more with different builds and different classes, but it's not doing anything to actually fix some issues. So I think some people had some misconceptions or like overestimated how much they were going to do for this first season. I kind of had lower expectations because they were already working on this before, like I think they were already working on this before the game was even released. So they didn't really have the idea that the end game is lackluster and people didn't want to continue playing past level 70 to 80. So I think that this season was going to be a little lackluster to begin with how much we were going to get. I think season 2 is going to come out swinging now that they've seen all the complaints and they've seen all the issues. I know that they're already fixing some other small stuff like gems. It's going to be material now, but that's not going to happen till season 2. There's a bunch of other things, like they've said they were looking at the teleporting to dungeons, because as right now it teleports you to the outside of the dungeon and then you have to walk in and then go from there. It doesn't make much sense as to why they wouldn't just teleport you into the dungeon. That is something they're going to be addressing, so that's not too bad. All right, well, that's going to be everything for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.